There comes a moment in every man's life when he realizes that true power does not come from money, status, or the applause of the crowd. It comes from within. It comes from the quiet, unshakable confidence of knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you will never compromise on. Power is not about domination. It's not about control. It's about self-mastery. The most powerful men are not the loudest in the room. They are the ones who walk with calm, steady eyes, who speak with purpose, and who don't flinch when the world tries to break them. This is the essence of Stoic psychology. The art of mastering yourself so deeply that no storm, no betrayal, no setback can destroy your foundation. But here's the truth. Powerful men don't reveal all their secrets. They don't shout their philosophies from the rooftops, because mystery itself is power. Women sense it. Men respect it. The world can't help but lean in closer to understand it. And today I'm going to share with you 5 secrets that every powerful man keeps close to his chest. Secrets that once understood will forever change the way you carry yourself, the way others perceive you, and the way you navigate the battlefield of life. Before I reveal them, let me remind you, growth begins when you decide to step into the unknown, when you choose to rise above comfort, and when you dedicate yourself to becoming the strongest version of yourself. If you're ready for that transformation, make sure you don't just listen. Take action. Subscribe our channel Next Gen Emotive, because this is where men are built, sharpened, and set apart from the ordinary. The first secret every powerful man keeps from women is the depth of his inner struggles. He does not parade his pain for sympathy. He does not beg for validation by revealing every scar. Instead, he turns his struggles into fuel. He understands that life is meant to be difficult, and through that difficulty he becomes unbreakable. Women admire strength, but more than strength, they respect resilience. When you carry your battles quietly, not as a burden but as a forge, you become magnetic. People sense there is more to you than meets the eye, and that mystery is what makes you unforgettable. The second secret is emotional control. A powerful man feels everything, but he is not controlled by anything. Anger may flare, but it does not dictate his actions. Desire may rise, but it does not cloud his judgment. Fear may whisper, but it does not freeze his step. He is calm in chaos, collected in pressure, and deliberate when others are impulsive. This ability to master emotion is not about being cold, it's about being unshakable. When women encounter a man who doesn't lose his cool, who doesn't break under stress, they feel something primal, security. That security transforms their perception, and suddenly you are not just another man, you are a fortress. The third secret is purpose. A powerful man always has a mission greater than himself. He does not live just to impress, to entertain, or to be liked. He lives with direction. He wakes up each day, knowing his actions are aligned with a vision that stretches beyond momentary pleasures. That purpose gives him gravity, and gravity is irresistible. Women can sense when a man's life has weight. They can feel when he is chasing something bigger than fleeting comfort. And when that purpose burns bright within you, you won't need to prove yourself with words. Your very presence will declare it. The fourth secret is selective vulnerability. Notice I didn't say weakness. Powerful men are not robots. They feel, they care, they love, but they choose carefully when and where to reveal their softness. Vulnerability in the wrong hands can be exploited, but vulnerability shared with wisdom can create unshakable trust. The powerful man understands that by revealing certain parts of himself, not all, but the right parts, he builds bonds that are real and lasting. Women may never see it coming, but when you choose the right moment to show the depths of your humanity, it strikes deeper than any display of dominance ever could. The fifth and final secret is detachment. Not indifference, not apathy, but the ability to remain centered no matter what happens outside of you. Detachment means that praise doesn't inflate you, and rejection doesn't shatter you. It means you can love deeply without losing yourself. You can strive fiercely without being enslaved by the outcome. This kind of detachment gives a man ultimate freedom. He cannot be manipulated. He cannot be swayed by temptation. He cannot be trapped by fear. And when women realize that a man's sense of self is not dependent on their approval, they look at him with a new level of respect, even awe, because a man who does not need validation is a man every woman wants validation from. Now you may ask, Why keep these secrets? Why not share them openly? Because power is not in what you display, it's in what you withhold. The mystery is what gives the edge. A powerful man knows that the world does not need to see every card in his hand. By mastering yourself, by embodying these principles silently and consistently, you naturally radiate the kind of energy that cannot be faked. People can sense authenticity, they can sense discipline, and they can sense when a man has built himself from the inside out. Remember this, life will test you. It will throw you into storms you did not expect, betrayals you did not see coming, losses that feel unbearable. But the question is not what happens to you. The question is how you respond. Do you break or do you forge yourself into? Do you crumble or do you rise? Stoic psychology teaches us that our power is in our response. We cannot control everything outside of us, but we can always control what happens within. And that control, that inner command, is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. So to every man listening, the world doesn't need another copy. It doesn't need another man begging for approval, chasing empty pleasures, or hiding from responsibility. It needs you disciplined, resilient, unshakable. It needs you to master your struggles, to harness your emotions, to walk with purpose, to reveal your heart with wisdom, and to detach from the chains of validation. That is the man who changes his life. That is the man who shifts the world around him. And that is the man women will never see the same again. The secrets have been given, but the real question is this: what will you do with them? Will you let them fade away as just words you heard one day, or will you carve them into your character? Will you take the challenge of becoming powerful, not by the world's shallow definitions, but by the timeless truth of inner mastery? The choice is yours. Step into your strength. Live with intention. Walk as the man who is no longer waiting for the world to respect him, but commanding respect through his very existence. Because when you embody these secrets, you don't just inspire others, you become unstoppable.